Yeah, this is about that Harry Potter game. So it was kind of prompted by this Reddit post I saw about the girlfriend reviews getting so much hate for playing Harry Potter on stream. And to be fair, I'm just some random internet user that's making a video on YouTube. Who the cares about my opinion? But all I know is that there is some argument that Harry Potter is problematic. And the author is definitely problematic, at least in my view, from what I've read. Based on her transphobic comments, you might have a different opinion, but that's what I think. I don't like Harry Potter. Like, I used to read it as a kid, but like it was nice and all that. But what I'm really concerned about and talking is not whether Harry Potter is bad, whether you think J.K. Rowling is transphobic, or none of that. Not even about the game. I'm just really concerned how lots of, I think, well-meaning people send unprecedented amounts of hate to two people who I know. I watch some of their content. They are, for the most part, wholesome.
Trans women are women.
They send hates toward them for just playing a game. It was so much that one of them cried and had to leave stream. That's crazy. And my question to those people who do that, like, what was the point? What changed? Does this help trans people? Because I want the best for trans people. I am a definite ally to them. But is this really how we're supposed to do it? Like, why just waste your fucking energy screaming hate and hatred towards two people who have like nothing to do with J.K. Rowling, and the only like questionable thing they've done is play a game by J.K. Rowling. I'm not gonna debate whether it's completely fine or morally okay or not, or transphobic or not. But I want to remind people of this. You're watching this on YouTube, and YouTube has a monopoly on the video space. They could literally do whatever like morally fucked up shit because there's nowhere else to go. What, are you gonna fucking watch this video of Vimeo? You're gonna watch PewDiePie and Vimeo? You're gonna watch Ludwig Moist Critical? No. It's just YouTube. So by watching this video, you are supporting a monopoly technically. And you're supporting Google, a big company that's built on like fucking thousands and thousands of who knows what they have there. Does like paying your taxes to a government that like consistently discriminates minority groups. Are you morally corrupt for doing that? For me, I don't think so. You're not completely in the clear, but you're just one person. And I don't think such heavy moral judgment and responsibility should be put on one person, where you have to put so much energy on correcting them. It screams so much of companies being like, yo, the earth is kind of like dying, right? Because of plastic and shit. So you should stop doing plastic while we dump copious amounts of oil into the ocean and light it on fire. Yeah. It's not our fault. Like, we shouldn't direct this hate and energy towards the individual person, because an individual person cannot do anything. Only big companies can do something, sadly, in this world, can make significant change. But that doesn't mean that we as an individual can't do anything. It's not the classic, oh, my vote doesn't matter in this election, because it does. Like, 1 million versus 1,000,001, which is bigger, 1,000,001. So the way we get to change in the world is through community, through focused group effort into one goal. And you could see this clearly in many examples, even with just the internet, when people banded together for a cause that they like. For example, the TF2 thing, where they spread a hashtag to address the cheating and hacking issues in the TF2 game. And while it still is ongoing, there was a change that happened. the developers, after years and years of silence, finally addressed the concerns. It's a step in the right direction. I don't think the developers would have made the same step in the right direction if millions of individual emails were sent to them of hatred. And there have been many, many, many examples of sort of peaceful, non-violent, non-hatred protests or calls for action that actually worked, or at the very least made a change in the right direction. For example, EDSA. And I'm not a history nerd, I'm not any of those, so if you have many more examples, please leave them in the comments. But there are examples if you look for them. Because what's even more baffling is like this individual directed hatred isn't even to the people that are perpetuating this like transphobic ideologies. It's towards people who aren't even explicitly transphobic and sometimes even allies themselves. It's futile, basically. And if you're watching this and saying like, okay, fine, I can do something, but what should I do? Because many people say the individual vote matters, the individual can do something, but what should you do? Well, not exactly the best source of this, but I will be posting some stuff on the screen you can check out and read all about their stuff, how you can participate as an individual and join the group towards a directive and collective vision. Yeah, here. Even if you don't want to be in a group that is like solely for the purpose of pushing a single idea that is positive because you're just really busy with your own life, there are very small things that you can do. First of all, just learn about issues like trans issues, for example. Just it unknowingly changes so much about you. It changes the way you see media and how they depict trans characters, how you think about trans people. It helps you empathize with them, which goes such a long way. You can vote yourself towards people who are supportive of trans people, or vote against those who are transphobic. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You might be thinking that learning yourself or educating yourself about trans issues doesn't change the whole community who aren't aware or who don't give a shit about trans issues, but you forget that you are part of this community. One person changed, and that's you. And not only that, if you have friends or people to talk to, you could also slowly introduce them to trans issues. They might not be as passionate as you, or they might be more passionate than you once they learn, but you can help change other people. And I've always thought, if half of the population made another person happy, then everyone will be happy. I mean, kind of a big statement, not realistic, whatever. It's just a fucking quote. But I still believe that just changing one person for the better is already such a huge improvement and could even lead to more better change. It's slow. It's slow and you can't see the progress as like a fucking bar that goes up. But it's there. And if you just stop to think about it, to think about how LGBTQ issues were dealt with 10 years ago, you can see it's so much better. So yeah. Because another thing that people who send hate to individuals online forget is that so many people just aren't caught up with a lot of stuff. Even me, like politics, don't ask me that on that shit. I don't know anything. So it's really hard to know about every single thing, every single issue, every single topic, while also dealing with daily life. Fucking rent is so high right now. It seems like jobs are paying less. There are just so much that you have to balance right now. It's practically unhealthy, which could be a topic for another video, but people just sometimes don't know. Some people like just know Harry Potter because it was so popular as a kid, and they saw a game on an advertisement while they opened Steam. It's like, oh, that's cool, maybe I'll buy it. And then they go on with their life. They don't know anything. They don't go on Reddit, they don't go on Twitter, because they just don't have the time for that. They just see Harry Potter and a game. Are they really that transphobic to deserve hate, to warrant the judgment. I don't think so. What we really can do is just spread the message about trans people, and spread it positively and calmly so that people can hear. It's very, very slow. It's not gonna be done in a week, a month, a year, heck, even 5 years. But slowly but surely, we will take steps in the right direction. This might be some cringe ass optimism like those positivity quotes on the internet, but I believe we can be better because I was better than before. Because I didn't know much about trans people until recently, and I've been better than how I was before. And a lot of people did. You might be down in the dumps and in your depressive state, but if you look at the current landscape, it is very much better than it was before towards LGBT friendly. Still a heck ton of way to go. So we still have boomers in our fucking society, but it's better. Like, people can be people. We just need step by step again. Anyway, I'm fucking ranting too much. I just, you know. Anyway, that's it. We're just mad at this fucking at people sending hate towards them. But I'm still positive. God, what do you even call this? Fucking angry positivity? Fuck it. If that's a real thing, I'm coining it. Credit me when you use that. Anyway, bye.